What's going on, folks? Well, it looks like another good, solid brand has bitten the dust. Um, Actually, it's funny because I just did a couple videos on HART. Now, I think TTI tried a few times with HART to make them a premium brand, right? Um, if you're not familiar, TTI bought HART, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago now. Very well known with their hammers, right? Um, and some other tools, molding bars, hatchets, stuff like that. Um, Over the past couple years, they tried, excuse me, coming out with some premium stuff, whether it be some screwdrivers, um, some high quality tape measures, some other hand tools, um, stuff like that. But it never really worked, it seems, from our friends at Heart. But again, I think TTI tried to not really devalue the brand for a few years, but I guess they gave up because now they have come out with a 20-volt kit, which is 18-volt, but it's pretty disheartening. All right, so this is their drill driver. Okay, this is $79. All right, you do get some titanium bits here. Here's a better look here. They're going to have two batteries, a 1.5 amp hour battery and a 4.0. Okay. Um, it's going to be sold at Walmart. Walmart, they must have signed a deal with Walmart. There's actually displays in certain Walmarts where they have more tools. They're going to have some cases, believe it or not. All right. Some tool cases. Here's their bits. They're going to have a circular saw. Here's their charger. All right, pretty chintzy. But actually, I like these kind of chargers, to be honest with you. Um, Only because they take up a small space, okay? Um, but, I don't think they're the fastest charging chargers out there. Here's their bag, which doesn't look too appetizing. Here's their 1.5 amp hour battery. What I'm thinking, guys, is they know Heart has some value to the name. So again, we've seen a lot of companies kind of do this. The most recognizable probably has been Porter Cable after Stanley Black and Decker bought them. But with Porter Cable, you got to remember, guys, they were really in trouble at the time. Um, Pretty much on the verge of bankruptcy. So Stanley Black and Decker and came in again, tried to do. I think from the start with them, they didn't want to put them above their DeWalt brand. But as time went on, it kind of got devalued a little bit. But they obviously know there's a lot of, same thing why Stanley Black and Decker bought Craftsman, right? Sears was in deep trouble. They needed money. They know there's value in the name. And I don't know how that's going to work out. But over the past 2 years since they've owned Craftsman, I think the name has gone down quite a bit, if you ask me. We still haven't seen those USA made tools in the Lowe's store. But they're going to have a pretty big line with these tools. Now, listen, I don't know what they're knockoffs of. They look to be pretty much a new design, so to speak. They don't really look like the Ryobi, obviously. They don't really look like the Rigid too much. Um, I don't know. We're going to have to see. Yeah, this guy's drilling a hole over here. Um, Here's their kit. This is probably a much better buy for you if you're interested. Not that you would be. I'm going to be getting some of this stuff, so we'll take a closer look at it. But it's $79 for the drill driver, and you get a 1.5 amp hour battery. All right, so for another 80 bucks, you can get the circular, and you get a 1.5 and a 4. All right, and you get obviously the saw. But I'm going to be honest with you, they didn't. Yeah, these are all new design tools, but I just want to take a look at the circular saw to show you. You know, they do have it's a 6.5 inch. It's probably pretty light, but you know, you got that dust attachment there, so you can kind of hook it up to, you know, believe it or not, guys, there's a lot of saws out there that are actually more money than this that don't even have, you know, those dust attachments. So I just don't know why they went to Walmart with this, to be honest with you. But Walmart has been fighting for a brand for a while. Now, I don't know if this is... I mean, there's a pretty big display, guys. I don't want you to think it's just this. There's, you know, I think there's like weed whackers and, you know, like I said, there's tools, toolboxes, you know, organizers. We're going to have to check it out and see how big of a, you know, platform this is. But like I said, Walmart's been fighting for a little bit to try to really get their own brand with some of this stuff. You know, we know about, well, what is it? That one company there. Not Work Pro. I don't know. I'll have to think of the name there. You guys know what I'm talking about. I can't think of the name right now. But yeah, you got a gauge on here also. A power gauge. Looks like you got 4 bars with it. The 4 amp hour battery, you know, might look a little big, but probably the same as every other 4 amp hour battery. Here's your charger. You get a little bit bigger bag to put your circular and your drill driver in. You got 2 speeds with the drill. I don't know of any impacts. I'm sure there's more than just this, possibly. Here's the light. You can kind of hook it up to a 2x4 if you want, and you know, shoot the light in a couple different directions. Same guys drilling over here. Looks like you got some overmolds in the back. Looks like you got a little bit holder in the back. And here's I'm using the 6.5 inch saw here. So just a little update here, guys. Again, another company kind of bites the dust to a degree. Now, let's see what it looks like and take a closer look at it when we get this stuff. You know, it's cool, actually. You know, listen, guys, it's another 20-volt line from HART. Obviously, TTI owns them, the same maker of Milwaukee Rigid Ryobi. It's just, you know, HART was a really, really good name. And again, in my opinion, I think they tried a few times to kind of branch out the HART stuff into more than just hammers. Kind of just didn't work out. So I think they kind of went this route. And it's all about the Benjamins, people. But it's a pretty big line. Once I get more information, I'll try it. Maybe I'll do another video down the road. I should have these pretty soon, and we'll take a closer look at them. But I did want to let you know about these. And of course, I didn't shut my volume off. But all right, folks. And don't forget, today, guys, around 4 o'clock, we're going to do the giveaways. All right? The 2 giveaways for the Ryobi 70-piece bit set. Got 2 chances to win. 4 o'clock, 4:30. We will be live. We're going to do it live. Do it live. Peace.